Hey, welcome to another edition of Ego on Break, where we have sound effects. You don't want to hear that sound, though, trust me. Probably don't want to smell it either. But old Mississippi Madman and his Taco Bell is kicking in. So, yeah, the unofficial official could be official. They want to be official sponsor.
Well, you tell me these new glasses ain't rip-off.
Yeah, it's a downsize. Yeah, so, trying to help you lose weight. Yeah, this Ego on Break, the weight loss edition, eat Taco Bell. So, the end. No, just kidding.
Salads and stuff, too, like legit. This is probably the most unhealthy crap I've ate all week.
Yeah, awesome. I guess this is our Thanksgiving episode. As
sure.
we're filming on Tuesday. I put it uploaded. It may get there by Thursday.
So you probably said Thursday.
So happy Turkey Day. Yeah. So what was your favorite gobbledygooker match?
Did he have a match?
I don't know.
No, he come out in the gimmick battle royal. Remember, but he didn't win.
That's my favorite.
So technically, he did have a match.
Right. Technically, he did.
He danced with Gino Curley.
Yeah. I watched him do I looked it up today and some stuff, and I watched him do some like a series of like little interviews or whatever, like
did
promoting something. No, he just gobbled, but like he was in a scene with the Bushwhackers, and he was in a scene with Tugboat. Yeah, of course.
That's still weird.
So it was pretty funny, but happy Turkey Day, Tugboat, toot toot. I asked this question to a comic book group, and I'm gonna ask it to you. So this is kind of off subject.
Okay.
What wrestlers do you think best fit the ComicCon atmosphere as far as their characters and things like?
For Ego?
No, in general. Like if you're bringing in an old guy for a ComicCon, an older guy, or a guy that's not on TV right now.
Hurricane.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Or Molly Holly.
Molly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I said Hornswoggle.
Midget. What the hell are they gonna do?
He was in the sci-fi, the Leprechaun horror movie.
Yeah, but it was like a huge flop.
Well, it doesn't matter.
That's shit.
How many superheroes got beat? I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of them that are dead that people still talk about.
Yeah, I guess. But no, Hurricane and Mighty Molly for me.
That'd be cool.
And what's I don't want to call her name wrong. Aja Pereira?
Yeah.
Oh, she do a superhero
yeah.
gimmick? Yeah.
Well, she wears a cape. I don't know if she does a superhero gimmick.
I think she's supposed to be a superhero. Because her dream was to team with Hurricane, and she did.
Yeah. So what you're saying is if you wear a cape, it counts?
Sure.
Okay.
We did Captain Sparkle.
Yeah. So, Ray Fury wears a cape.
That's true. He was at one point Predator superhero.
Yeah, that counts.
So, yeah.
Stardust wears face paint. Does that count?
He wears a real lot of purple, too.
Reminds me of the Penguin.
Yeah, true. I can see that. Wah, 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 wah. Need to get you a cigarette thing holder.
Yeah. So, we watched a little bit of wrestling between the both of us. Going to talk about
a lot of bit of wrestling.
MLW, Major League Wrestling. I think it's become at least my new favorite.
I watch it every week now.
Yeah. So
it's only an hour, hell.
It's quick. I mean, it goes pretty fast, and you get some really good matches.
I like even enjoy their promo stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I like how they film it. It's literally in the back. It isn't some fake stage and like 19 people really standing around.
It's like, hey, let's find a corner nobody's in and let's film this.
Read this.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's some read this involved.
I don't think so.
It doesn't feel that way.
No, I don't think so.
So, I know you wrote down the results, so if you'll throw out the first match, we'll talk a little bit about it and then go on from there.
Ricky Martinez versus Dr. Rex, and you had his last name.
Bacchus.
Okay, Bacchus.
Yep. And shout out to Rex as he's battling cancer.
Yeah.
So I guess he's became his own doctor.
It was pretty much Ricky jobbing him out, but he got a little loose.
Yeah, he got some offense. I like the way it opened because Ricky put the mask on because he's got the broken nose and then headbutted him right out of the mat. Boom! Right with the mask, and I'm like, well, if you're going to wear it, use it. So.
Right. It's that same mask that like Cody had on that time. Yeah. That was my favorite Cody Rhodes gimmick.
Oh yeah, when he was doing the brown paper bag.
I love that, and they quit doing it. I was like, y'all are stupid.
I mean, it's probably my second favorite because I may be the only Stardust fan.
Probably.
I really think they dropped the ball. Like, I think him and the Ascension really could have had something going if they would have pushed it, but they didn't. So it's just me wishful thinking. So. Hey Cody, how you doing, sir?
Yeah. Okay.
But the match was good. I mean, it did what it needed to do.
It was short, like 7-8 minutes maybe.
Right.
They actually know what time keys are there.
Oh, really?
I want to learn that.
Yeah, I'm still taking notes.
Then you had Joey Ryan and Hornswoggle.
Size
versus,
matters.
Dirty Blondes. It's the first time I've ever seen them do Dirty Blondes. Honestly, wasn't that impressed with them. But
Really?
No.
I like them.
I mean,
Leo Bryan.
They fight dirty, but
Yeah.
and it was also what they were working with. Joey Ryan's hurt.
Right.
He's literally wrestling in a sling.
And Swoggle's 4'5".
And they're beating up a midget. Yeah. So, I mean, I couldn't be that impressed. You know what I mean? It was not a good match.
You'll like them if you go find some of their other stuff. And you can see them sometimes over in the Elite Championship Wrestling. So they work over there a good bit.
I give Joey Ryan credit because he went in, he worked hard. Right. His arm is screwed.
Oh, yeah,
up
he
at
looked
this
like
point.
Triple H.
Yeah, he didn't know. He's like, I don't even know what's wrong with it, but here I am because, I don't want to.
Well, he said, I know what's wrong, I just don't know how bad.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, it was what it was. It was a guy working with hurt and they wrestled him.
I mean, he got the blow pop spot in. So, I mean, that's really.
At least he didn't do no flipping.
Yeah. So it was cool that Joey gave away a blow pop and then Swoggle gave away a giant lollipop.
Freaking oh yeah! I thought the person he gave it to was gonna die.
So that was pretty funny.
So yeah, I mean, but I like to watch some Dirty Blondes, and I hate to say I didn't like them the first time, but I mean, it's what I saw. I can only judge what I can see.
Leo Bryan, he is a phenomenal big man. Like he can move. Michael Patrick, who has been through Mississippi a ton. He used to run with like DJ Pringle and Chris Black and some of those guys.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, the Dirty Blondes wrestled for Hard Knocks one night.
Did
I'm pretty sure. Like maybe the first show or second show.
I've had a lot of brain damage since then.
Yeah. So very cool to see them on there. They're normally with Colonel Robert Parker. But Robert Parker was watching from Tennessee as he didn't make the trip to Chicago. They said.
Yeah, that's a little far to drive.
Yeah, they said he was
fly.
He was auditioning people for the Jump Rope Academy.
Rope.
Yeah, so I don't know if you want to learn how to jump rope, hit Robert Parker up, I guess.
I'd like to be able to throw mine over my shoulder.
So what's the next match?
Sammy Callahan versus
Filthy Tom Lawler. What'd you think? I want to get your opinion.
I enjoyed it for a street fight.
Yep.
I mean, are you going out to watch a technical match? You're an idiot because it's called a Chicago street fight.
Right.
And I'll tell you one thing I really enjoyed about this was actually hearing Tony Schiavone call it because he had seen and he talked about all the street fights he had saw. And I was like, I thought that's really cool, you know. And I like Tony Schiavone. I always did.
Yeah. I like him and Ian Riccaboni as a commentary team, but I like him and Matt Stryker better.
Yeah, I do too.
Nothing against Ian Riccaboni. It's just he has a high-pitched voice that really bothers me.
I like him and Colt better than I do him and Sean.
I agree with that.
Because Colt's clearly riding his coattails as far as commentary goes, you know what I mean? And Colt's not bad, but even Colt said, without him, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah. You know, so, but I mean, the match was really good. When he broke the damn baseball bat, that impressed me. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was rigged some, but
and I dug the finish where
enforced it
where Sammy was trying to use part of the broken bat, but instead of reverse it into his chokehold.
I loved it. It was
so very
awesome
unique.
Finish.
I really, that's one of the things I like about MLW. They really have some outside the box thinking on traditional finishes.
Very much.
I love the that Sammy used the fan sign to rip open Tom Lawler's mouth. Like with the paper cut.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was pretty awesome. So, I dug it, man. Like, it was really good stuff. And then, what was the last match?
Oh, no, that was the last match. This is just another match I found, and it's actually a fan cam. Was Ace Romero versus Marko Stunt.
Yeah.
And, dude, this isn't, like I told you, this isn't some guy with Tourette's filming. This actually is decent filmed quality from a cell phone. And every once in a while, there's a guy sitting right here. His head will wander into it. But honestly, it's awesome match. I mean, there's no commentary, but I don't need commentary.
Right.
But I watched it, and I didn't know much about Ace Romero till this match. And like, this dude's
big guy.
God, 350, 400 pounds.
He's a big old boy.
But he was doing stuff that I didn't think he could do. And I was really impressed with him. I mean, now Marko did a lot of the work. Don't get me wrong, but I guess I was more impressed with Ace because I had seen Marko before.
Right. And from here at Ego, we want to send out a speedy recovery, well wishes, and all that kind of stuff to Marko and Joey Ryan both. Both of them injured. Marko, he was part of Joey Janela's LA event, and He was wrestling Eli Everfly, I believe.
I don't know.
And they did a Canadian Destroyer off a stage through a table that had been set up on 2 metal barriers, and the metal barrier met Marko's leg, and
like it hit his shin.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, and so Marko's out with a broke leg. He just had surgery, and so speedy recovery to those guys.
Most times you're looking at 4 months at least.
Yeah. So
no,
it's gonna be a while. He was just catching buzz and starting to get on some big events and stuff. So
he'll be part cyborg when he comes back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome to the Mechanics Club.
Yep. I watched a couple of different things. I started watching a lot of stuff, and things happen, you stop. But I started watching some Ohio Valley Wrestling. Really cool to see Crazy Steve and Abyss there. And I think this may have been a little bit older. I don't think it was like a year old, but just a couple months old or something. And
now, would that have been when the Matt Hardy thing was going on in Impact? I remember they were tag partners then.
I really don't know.
I was just curious.
Like I say, it was just a little while ago. It was just a few months back.
Okay.
Or it could have been brand new. I honestly don't remember, but I know it wasn't very old. It's got some young guys on there. Of course, they train a lot of people there, and a lot of guys I hadn't ever seen before. But it was very well produced, the stuff they had going on, and some of the stuff, from the performers could have been just a little bit better done. Wasn't horrible. It was just young, inexperienced guys, and they're basically on TV.
Yeah.
So nothing that they're not going to get any better. But definitely check that out. And then I checked out CWF Mid-Atlantic. They're doing an event called Worldwide, and I watched a really, really good match between Cam Carter and John Schuyler. Cam right now is the PWI Ultra J Crown Champion.
Or J?
J.
Oh, okay.
Like a junior.
Okay. My bad.
And I took on John Schuyler in a phenomenal match. Like, these guys really went out and worked hard, and it was very good. And then Beyond Wrestling, check out their YouTube channel. They've got over 1 million subscribers, and you can find out why, because they got a lot of great content on there. But Americarana 18 is kind of their big event. It was 18 because it was in the year 2018 or whatever.
Gotcha.
So really cool. But the two people that impressed me the most out of the 3 or 4 matches that I watched was Brody King and this guy named Josh Briggs. And like I told you, I asked you earlier. Like, I think Josh Briggs was in Tough Enough the year that ZZ
I think that's him, but
and
I don't want to promise.
Velveteen Dream was there or whatever. But these two big cats are both 6 foot plus, and they are moving around like some 5'5" guys. I mean, they're doing leapfrogs and float overs and hurricanranas and 619s and like things guys their size shouldn't be doing.
Or maybe they should be doing it. Other people are just too lazy and don't
okay,
do it.
maybe that's a good point. But I was super impressed with Josh Briggs, and I really hope it's the same guy that was in Tough Enough. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, because very well I could be, but I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I could not be.
I'm crapping names.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I am. He just felt like that guy. Like, it felt like that's who he was. And I know they refer to him as like a former football player or whatever, so I'm pretty sure I'm correct. But this guy looks phenomenal. I mean, he slim and trimmed, and he's a huge guy. And man, they blew me away. So I'm big to say kudos to guys. So kudos to those 2 guys for working hard, and surprisingly making me fans. And the first time I've seen him, I've seen Brody King once or twice in MLW.
Yeah, I've seen him,
but I really never paid him any attention. But this got my attention, So I really dug it. Trying to think of what else I watched. Maybe of it. Yeah, I think that's all I watched. So I'm in the middle of watching the Americarana 18 from Beyond Wrestling. I think if you're a wrestling fan, and especially independent wrestling fan, you probably owe it to yourself to watch it. It's really good, and they give a new meaning to packed house, because brother, they are packed on top of each other.
That's good.
I mean, it's like everybody in the crowd's like this, and I mean, it's just like a sea of humanity. So very cool to see that. No, don't get excited.
I'm
just kidding.
Weirdo.
But I mean, I dug it, So anything else?
I watched both the pay-per-views. I'd rather talk about NXT than I had the big one.
All right, lay it on
honest.
me. I have no idea anything. So
only thing I really want to talk about is 2 matches because I can't remember the other ones because I didn't write them down honestly. But Velveteen Dream versus Tommaso Ciampa. I hadn't been a big Dream fan as far as work-wise went. I thought he has personality and charisma, but to me, this kind of proved that he was a decent worker, and he could actually—he's a good brawler. I'd rather watch a brawl, in all honesty. And he went with him. He went with him strong.
That's cool.
And Ciampa won in the end.
Yeah.
Which I know some people are like, that's not right. It's Velveteen's time, but sometimes you got to build to get in the championship. That's why it's always good. In a lot of promotions, they'll have a heel champion and they have a face chasing the champion. You know, it's like you almost get it, you almost get it, you almost get it, and then hey, you got it. Damn, wait, what are we gonna do now?
Yep.
So, and then was the was it War Games cage?
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like if I want to recommend a cage match right now, I would recommend that match.
Who's in it?
Let's see, the Vikings, Ricochet. Who was Pete Dunne? Versus all the Ring of Honor guys.
Okay. Adam Cole,
Baby, Kyle O'Reilly,
Bobby Fish,
and Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
And bro, they're doing spots in there, and it is a long match. Like it isn't like 5 minutes. No, this is like 30 minutes. And at one point, somebody gets put it's ring by ring, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is one ring. This is the other ring. There's a table right here in this ring. Well, big boy from the Vikings needs to jump from in here to in here. Well, he can't get to here to jump to in there, so he jumps from out here to over here and splashes homeboy through a table.
Hanson?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my God.
You wouldn't think he'd be the flyer of the group.
No, you
but
wouldn't.
He
But he was like a 747 falling out of the sky. And I don't remember who got squished on the table, but I felt bad for them and their soul, because I think his soul come out of his eyes and went back in.
Yeah.
But it was amazing, man. I mean, they did stuff in that. There's a crazy move from Ricochet off the top of the cage, of course. Right. He does literally 3 flips.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And it's just.
That dude's a league in his own.
Oh yeah, he is. It's just an amazing match, man. I truly say, go watch that. I would recommend it before Survivor Series any damn day of the week.
Yeah. Well, a cool thing I thought was Enzo crashed Survivor Series.
That was stupid.
Hold on, no. This is not the reason it's stupid, and I'll tell you. They had an event either later that night or the next day, and so he got all that talk, all that buzz, and then he went to the parking lot and plastered all the cars with the posters for the event the next night. So not only did he become relevant again to the smart fans, but he also got a lot of attention, and so they probably packed the house out the next night. So from a marketing standpoint and a point of let's get people talking about me and I'm in this show the next night, kudos, man. People are like, oh, he was doing this to WWE. No, he really wasn't. He was trying to help this other promotion out.
So I still don't believe that.
I dug it. Way to go, Enzo. So
I still say it's WWE bull crap, and they're trying to make you think it's something else.
It could be. I
bet you.
But either way.
Because he's out there quoting what he used to quote when he worked there.
Well, of course. I mean, if he went out there and had a completely different catchphrase, would anybody knew he was there?
Well, he could have been talking about that promotion.
He was trying to get people to get along. So, yeah, I dug it, man.
I hated the dude when he was there. I still hate him.
Way to go, Enzo. Bada bing, bada boom. Realest dude in the room. So, December the 8th, we go back to the Hideaway.
God, you got my head hurting.
We go back to the Hideaway. Big event. Going to have some type of holiday event. Holiday wrestling show, that is. Not going to call it Christmas Chaos or Seasons Beatings. We're trying to get a little more creative. We may or may not. Christmas. We may or may not get creative with that. We're going to attempt it.
The wrestler that stole Christmas.
Yeah. So if you have a name and want to throw it out there, what we can title this event.
As long as it ain't got nothing to do with a damn path, I swear I'll stab you.
the path to Christmas horrors. So so check that out. January the 19th. We'll be back at the Hideaway again. So that's the next 2 events for Ego. And Until then, like, share, subscribe.
Please.
Hey, hit the bell, all that good stuff.
Ring the bell.
Try to help us get a...
one time only.
Yeah, try to help us get some feedback and comments and all that good stuff. And until then, guys, later.